Hi everyone. So I want to talk about a meltdown that I had a couple of days ago. So we are on holiday in Brenton, which is close to Knysna, and it was our last day at Brenton. And my wife and her daughter decided to go out to the beach. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had had enough. I just wanted to be still and stay home, and so I stayed home. They went off to the beach. It's Brenton Beach, which is a very beautiful beach. Now, a couple of things you need to know. One was that there had been a warning on swimming in the beach that day. There had been serious currents, back currents, and the waves have been really high, and the lifesavers warned people not to go into the water. There had also been some sightings of sharks. So that was in the background. And so off they went at 4 o'clock, and they said they would just be a couple of hours, they would be back again. They weren't going to their very favorite beach, but anyway, they were going to the beach, and they would maybe meet some other members of the family, spend a bit of time with them, and then come back. So here I am sitting home with my grandchild. He wasn't feeling so well, so he was lying in bed. And I was enjoying myself. I went for a lovely walk at Brenton, and came back, did some work, did some reading. 7 o'clock arrives, and they'd left at 4 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 3 hours. So I was expecting them back very soon. 7:15 comes, 7:20 comes, and no sight of them, no call to let me know that they're coming late. And now I'm getting a little bit worried. I can see my thinking mind coming in now. Thinking is becoming concerned. They should have been back. And why had they not sent a message? My wife's daughter always carries a camera with her because she loves a cell phone with her because she loves taking photographs. And nothing, no word. And so my thinking mind now is stirring up. The water was very rough. There's no lifesavers around at 7 o'clock anymore. What are they doing? Something could happen. Maybe one of them got stuck in the water, or the currents were pulling them out. Thinking mind. And it's calling upon imagination as well. It can start to, thinking mind can only think. That's all it does. Stirs up imagination. And imagination now conjures up some more possibilities that are not exactly great, and stirs up more thinking. So thinking and imagination, and now emotions get called in as well. So now we got emotions as well, anxiety. So then I remembered that somewhere along the way that my grandchild had an app that would let him know where his mother was. So I went and chatted to him and said, just check where they are. He checks, and they're still on the beach. So my anxiety goes down now. But now my irritation and anger is coming up because why the hell haven't they phoned, and they're coming so late, and grandchild, don't they know the grandchild is not well? So now thinking is stirring up a different narrative around and using different imaginations and emotions. And once you get triggered, once those more primitive instinctual triggers, our animal triggers of fight, flight, get triggered, I'm absolutely aware what's going on. I can see what's happening. There was no way that I could stop it. The thinking mind had captured me completely, and using imagination to stir up all kinds of scenarios over and over again. And even though I was saying to myself, hang on, this is just thinking and imagination playing games with me, there was no way I could stop it, because now my animal instincts, fight, flight instincts will overcome anything. All your ethics, your morals will disappear once your animal instincts of fight, flight coming. Now you're into survival mode. Nothing's going to change it. And there was nothing I could do. I knew they were safe, but nevertheless, now I was, 7:45, no one's around. They should have been back a long time ago, sending a message. Now I'm sending messages to their cell phone. Nothing, can't get hold of them, nothing, no contact at all. So now I really am irritated and angry, and no way I can stop it. Even though I have full insight into what's going on, there's no way I can stop it. I'm sure a lot of you know that kind of feeling, where you feel yourself getting more and more angry and irritated, even though you can look at it and say, well, this is crazy. What am I doing? Getting all upset about something. Anyway, eventually, of course, they came home at about 8:10. And I was angry and irritated. And when my wife came into the room, I gave her a piece of my mind. Told her that I was really angry and irritated with her. I could even feel, I could feel this irritation and this anger. And there was a kind of part of me that was a bit smiling at this, like I had to be angry and irritated. Luckily, we've done this scenario so many times, me and my wife, that she didn't go into defense. Because she could have said, that's being stupid, and then I would have been, if she goes into defense and I'm in attack, you really got real trouble. She didn't do that. She really didn't do that. What she did, she came up to me, looked me in the eyes and said, I'm really, really sorry that you are disturbed. And that was all that was required. With that, it was easy for me to really let it go because I'd seen what was going on. So I just let it go completely. No trace of it. Absolutely no trace. I was left back into what I call home, my space of inner tranquility, silence, and the recognition again at the teaching that had happened. Because for me, this is all teaching stuff. And I know that I get set up. It's a setup for me. On some high level, I've been set up. So that's the way I think about it. So I know that the trouble here is that when you don't know what's going on and you're just mechanical and your mind's playing games with you and your emotions are stirred up and your imagination is all over the show and you're feeling uncomfortable and when your partner comes home and you're angry with her and she goes into defensive mode, whoops, that relationship is in serious trouble. So be careful of these things because remember, you're not your thinking mind. Thinking is just thinking. That's all it does. But it can stir up other faculties which you have, which is imagination and emotions. You're not your emotions. They are happening. You're not the imagination either. They're just happening. Thinking, emotions, imagination, they're just functionalities. And we need to be careful of them because you're sitting behind it. The person that you really are is the one that's aware. That's awareness. You're aware of your thinking, you're aware of your imagination, you're aware of your emotions. So when they calm down, when thinking, emotions and imagination calm down, you're back to yourself, that quiet space inside you. And that's where you need to stand because that's who you really are, not all the other stuff, not the narrative. Be careful of the narrative. It will destroy your relationships, destroy your life, and make you feel really unhappy. Have a good day and a good year.